Riviello from the 4th Ward. Good evening. I would like to first acknowledge the passing of Dawn Smith Haggerty, who I came to know over the past 4 months or so. She was a beautiful, intelligent woman who was only 30 years old and had 3 sons. She had a drug problem in her 20s and never blamed anyone else for that problem, though she recognized that she was a product of the city of Port Jervis. If anyone you know in Port Jervis has a drug problem or you have a drug problem, please contact me if you have nowhere to turn. My number is 856-7366. Together we will find some help. I don't really know where to begin. I want to start connecting with the community. This seems like a calling for me. Dawn didn't make it, but I would like her memory to live on as an example of someone who really, really tried to live for her sons. I'm devastated for her and her family. John Wortman and I ventured into politics really just by getting involved in our community. I saw a need some years back for a better quality of life in the northern area of the 4th Ward by Ball Street, that it needed to be free of boom cars. The police department rose to the occasion and the battle continues. If anyone hears a boom car, they are absolutely not to be tolerated. Please call the police department, or if it is an ongoing problem and you don't seem to be getting it solved, please call me for advocacy. My number is 856-7366, and we will solve it together. John Wortman and I, separately and now together, have fought against the agenda of this body politic of the past 10 years with a completely different vision. We are now suffering what our friends and neighbors have told us would happen: retribution. I have been sexually harassed and physically threatened on anonymous newspaper article threads, which is a crime of second-degree harassment. I have received anonymous messages, hang-ups at all hours of the night. Now I have received a letter in the U.S. mail with slanderous, libelous, and defamatory statements that utterly, ridiculously, falsely state that I am some kind of animal rights terrorist. I kid you not. This is completely over the top, and in fact, I had to report this act to the FBI and the United States Postal Service Investigation Unit because of the use of the mail system. If anyone hears someone else repeating such lies, please contact me right away. I will drag them into court of law and hold them accountable for their lies in front of a judge and a jury. I have actually been working with authorities for the past 15 years as a researcher investigator into animal cruelty, and with my newly started organization called the Hudson Valley Animal Rights Alliance. I work with organizations such as the USDA, the Sheriff's Department, district attorneys, and organizations such as In Defense of Animals and the Humane Society with the attorneys on their staffs. We investigate abuses that occur in laboratories, circuses, and interstate dog trafficking issues. This retribution to me is not America. This is not what I thought flag-waving veterans would do. I am a business person. I am trained to see things that are broken, bring a team together, and not only fix the problem, but make it better. I know that by coming into a city and stating that things should be done differently or things were done wrong, we are stepping on people's toes. But we feel that they, in the past 10 years of Port Jervis government, have been the ones who have been stepping on people's toes quite long enough. People should not have to live in fear of retribution to raise their voice against their local government. But unfortunately, John Wortman and I are living proof that the fear of retribution is real and alive in Port Jervis. So many people refuse to speak up for this reason or even attend a meeting. If there is one goal that would sit on top of all others for John Wortman and I, it would be to restore to the city of Port Jervis truth and justice. Because having John Wortman off any committee, particularly that which he is an expert as an engineer, is unjust. Simply because of reasons really that we have been against row houses, we have been against the Big and Little project, we have spoken out against tax increases, we have wanted a nuisance law instituted. The reason that has been brought up from the November 22nd meeting is clearly a conflict of interest. a teacher that is on the planning board, instituting increased housing, presents a conflict of interest.
Mrs. Riviello, you want to wrap it up? Your 5 minutes.
Yes,
is
thank you.
completed.
I don't have much optimism for the year 2011, but I do have much more optimism for the year 2012. John Wortman and I will be having a newsletter come out called the Port Jervis Politico, in which we will go into detail more than just 5 minutes for everyone. It will be delivered to your doorstep. Thank you.